Hi, David here, What Up Gaming. Going to have a quick podcast, and this week is going to be the podcast episode 347 of the What Up Gaming podcast. So this week, as always, we're sponsored by Games Inspired Music. It's an album, it's available now, you can buy it, you can stream it, and 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. Going to go through some of the news, some of the games we've been playing this week. I do want to mention again that my service user made me a birthday card, which was very nice of them. They remembered my birthday, my mum didn't. So think of that as you will. I think that's quite funny. Again, if you just go into any of our videos on YouTube, just select anything, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and put t-shirt for a chance to win a t-shirt. Again, exactly the same process for a game. If you want a game code, a Steam code, just go to any of our videos, subscribe to us, and just type PC, and we'll send out some PC codes to some lucky winners. So good luck with that. So that, my friends, is the quick intro. We're going to be doing the games we've been playing next. So we'll have a quick break and have a little tiny intro, and we'll be back with the games we've been playing this week. So thank you. Back in a few seconds.
Hello Andy, this is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
Hi, David here, back again. What Up Gaming, episode 347 of the What Up Gaming podcast. We're going to go through some of the games we've been playing this week. So first of all, it's not a game, it's a service. It's a streaming service. It's bloody good. Boostroid. I've been using this to play a lot of old games on my PC, which I've never used before. I downloaded the app on my tablet, on my laptop, well, my MacBook, and my smart TV. And a lot of these games are not compatible with a MacBook. So you can stream these games, and when you get a decent connection, and when I say decent, I've noticed when it connects at about, I get a 200 meg download, and when it gets about a 20 to 50 meg sort of download connection through the Wi-Fi, it's a bloody good little service. It runs so smooth. I wouldn't, if I didn't know that it was streaming, I would just think that I'm playing the game on the PC. On the TV was a little bit different, because I think my TV, yes, it's a Panasonic, yes, it's a 65-inch sort of TV, but I think that the insides of these TVs are not as good as a dedicated Android box sort of thing. So the TV itself, it looked a little bit more pixelated, and I played a couple of games through that, and it still played well, still looked nice. It's just something about it just looked a little bit off. I would recommend PC, sort of like you to play it through, even on your phone or your Android tablet thing, or your just tablets and Macs and things like that. It's really good fun. It's amazing. Please go to Boostroid. Just Google them. I think it's about £10-ish a month for the service. You can get like your Steam account, your Epic Games account, your EA account. You just log into them, and it links all your games in. You can just start streaming them and start playing them. It's amazing. I really loved it. So, proper game played this week. First one, and that is Cobra Kai 2 Dojo's Rising. And I've not played the original Cobra Kai game. I wasn't sure what to expect. But it's a scrolling beat 'em up-ish. Very simple, very, very easy to play. It's a basic game. It's a 3D sort of game. It's quite slow, it's not very good. It really isn't very good. You get to certain sections and you have to fight against the boss. It's more of a one-on-one fighting game in a 3D environment. It's just not very good. I do apologise to the developers. I don't know if this was done on a budget I don't know why, but in my head I'm thinking Games Mill, because they put out a lot of these shite games. For some reason, it probably isn't, and I do apologise to the developers if it isn't, but a lot of Games Mill stuff, they are pants. I remember years ago, I think 2015, that we were doing a live dedicated stream, and we managed to get about 50 odd hours in to beat a world record. And during this time, as we were talking away to people to come on to the show, I was talking to people might know John Hare, the developer and genius behind that Sensible Software, so Sensible Soccer, Cannon Fodder, Megalomania, Wiz and Liz, all these sort of games are amazing. They were out in, I think, is it Poland? Pixel Heaven? I think it's Poland. And they were doing live music, and we had a discussion, and at 10 PM at night they agreed that they would basically do their live performance, and they would send us the live feed of the video so we could put this up on our live Guinness World Record attempt. So at the start of the show they did mention One Up Gaming, so I've managed to find the video there. So the guys who recorded it, I've left everything as it originally was. Hopefully you'll get some kudos from that. Hope you don't mind me putting it up on our channel. We do have quite a big thing, just a good reputation with John. He's been on the show loads of times. I've chatted to him loads of times. I love John Hay, he's amazing. So yeah, I've put that up there. So if anyone's interested, I think it's about an hour and 20 minutes. I can't remember exactly, but he plays a lot of his old songs, and it's great. So next game, Fashion Police Squad. Now this one, it looks nice, it plays nice, but the gameplay loop is just not very good. It's a simple first-person game. I can't breathe. It's a simple first-person sort of game where you literally have to go around the police. The police is a very pixelated-looking game, very gorgeous, oh my god! It's a very pixelated, old-school style-looking game, very bright colours, and like some of the enemies are grey suit guys. And these grey suit guys, you have to literally shoot them with some sort of laser stuff, and it turns them into, got colours on the suits, and it makes them cool again. So there's people on the scooters, people. It's weird. It really is weird, but it's a very simple game to grasp, very simple ideas to do, and although I enjoyed playing the game, it plays good. I just think that the overall gaming experience is a little bit naff, and I just didn't think that the game suited the budget that the game actually was, the price for the game. But if you are after a more streamlined, simple sort of game, then give it a go. It plays nice, it looks nice. The story is completely camp over the top, and that's amazing. But yeah, so give that one a go. So next up we have God of War Ragnarok, and this one is the PS5, PS4 game. Is it on PC? Yes? I don't know. Sony's PC strategy I don't understand, it's weird. But this game got loads of positive reviews. I played the first game of the reimagining God of War, and I thought it was amazing. This one, I don't know why, but the camera seems too close to your character, so as you're walking through the environment, you see a back, and you don't really see much of the environment, which I think is a shame. I don't know why they've pulled in so close, but other than that, it's a very similar game to the last one. Graphically, it looks amazing, gameplay is good. I just didn't like how the camera was so pulled in, zoomed to your character. I loved the fact of more people of the mythology that I've heard of. because this one's not more. It's back to it's still in the North sort of gods and mythology and stuff, and it's quite funky. It's quite cool. So yes, it's great. I just didn't like that one little bit of it, which hampered the gameplay so much to me. Next game, Atomic Heart, and this one, I'd never really heard of it before. I didn't know what to expect, and as I was like loading it through, it started off very similar to like the old Half-Life sort of game, where you start off and you're sat somewhere you can't move, you just can look around, and you're watching things in the background, getting more details until the game starts, and that can take quite a while for the game to kick in. Once the game kicked in, I love the premise of being in the sort of like the future and robots everywhere and things go crazy and the robots try and kill everyone. I loved that idea, and then I found that some of the gameplay was a bit simple. There was a few too many bugs in the game. Little things like that hampered the game. The pacing and the scripting wasn't as tight as I would like, but it was a really nice little game, and I could see myself getting back into this and playing more of this. Next game, SG Gundam Battle Alliance. Now, a few of these words I don't know what the SD means. Gundam Battle, well, the Gundam, I know they're big robots from Japan, I think, China, I don't know. But they're big robots, and I think it's like people get into the suits to do these sort of things. Battle Alliance, no idea. But it's a very chibi looking game. Very shrunken, squat characters that you get into the little robots of. It's a very simple third person action stroke RPG sort of combat mechanic. You can shoot missiles, you can hit things with swords. I hated this. I thought it was so basic, so simple. It's basically like a kid's game, and it was a bad game at that. So yeah, if you like little robots, I'm sure there's better Gundam games available than this. So the next game that we played was Relayer. Now this one, I think it's a game that I talked about a few weeks ago, which I got mixed up. But this one is a space travelling or soap opera-esque game where you stand there and listen to loads of talking for hours and hours and hours. And then when you do get into the gameplay itself, it's very much like a grid style game where you're trying to get from one end of the board up to the top and destroy the enemies at the top. A bit like XCOM sort of turn-based strategy game. I thought the graphics were okay, nothing special, nothing amazing, and I was really, you know when you're just like, I don't know what the hell's happening. Unfortunately, a lot of these games are like that, and it was too anime for me. Last game we played this week is Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and this one is a first-person shooter, but again, I loved Borderlands. I've never really played Borderlands 2, I've never played Borderlands 3, and this one is Tiny Tina, who is a character from, I'm going to guess Borderlands 2, but I'm not sure, and they must have got quite good press because they've created this game, and it's Tiny Tina doing a Dungeons & Dragons style narrative over the game. I thought it was okay. I don't know how old the game is now, and I don't know if the mechanics have been updated from 3 or from 4, or I don't even, is it Borderlands 4? Is it Borderlands 3 that was the newest one? I can't remember. But graphically it looked nice. I love the cartoony style graphics, and yes, I could see myself sitting down and playing this sort of game. It was a fun little game, and yeah, I do recommend it. Last couple of games that we've had this week, we've had 2 reviews on the website. We've got Unheard, Voices of Crime, and we've got Fusion Paradox. So they're up on the website now, and there'll be videos soon on the YouTube channel. So probably by the time this goes out, these videos will be up and live. Other than that, the Gran Turismo 7 series, the Ridge Racer 6 series, we have other bits and bobs that we'll have to get into. I think I'm starting to try and do a Boostroid series. So I'll play some games on this service and make sure it all runs well, plays well. And that, my friends, is the games we've been playing on this week's show, 347 of the One Up Game podcast with me, David. Have a quick break and I'm back with this week's news. And we're back. It's me, David, One Up Gaming, episode 347 of the One Up Game podcast. So this week we're going to do a few bits of news. There's a few more than last week, because last week was Star Wars, and I hate Star Wars. Where are we? We'll go through some of the news then. So first of all, it looks like Sega confirms intention to purchase Angry Birds developer Rovio. Sega has confirmed it is set to purchase Angry Birds developer Rovio for $775 million, following reports of a potential deal earlier in April. So the Rovio board has already approved it. The acquisition is expected to go through by the end of September, with Rovio's mobile game expertise intended to help boost Sega's own position in the market. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is good, bad, indifferent? It's just weird how Sega, they've actually now started to buy some things, and Rovio, I guess it's a known quantity and they know what they're buying, and I bet Rovio themselves, once they've made Angry Birds and then Angry Birds 2, I've not really heard much about them since. I know they've done loads of Angry Birds branded stuff. I don't know if they've developed them though. I don't know if they've just like licensed the name out to all these things like Angry Birds, like the carts and the racing games and the platformy stuff and all sorts. Anyway, we'll go to the next bit of news, and that is Uncanny SpiderMan. Marvel is making Nightcrawler the new Spidey. Spider-Man and the X-Men are 2 of the biggest franchises in comics, so why not combine these 2 pop culture juggernauts into one? That's what Marvel has done with Uncanny SpiderMan, the latest addition to their ever-shifting landscape of X-Men comics. Uncanny SpiderMan doesn't involve Peter Parker joining up with the X-Men. Instead, the series sees Nightcrawler don his Spider-Man costume and begin patrolling the streets of New York. Check out the cover of the Uncanny SpiderMan 1 below for a taste of what is to come. And I, for one, think that looks amazing. I do really love that. I think that looks mint. So, Uncanny SpiderMan is written by Legion of X's Cy Spurrier and The Dawn of the Death of Doctor Strange's Lee Garbett. Nightcrawler has been a major part of Spurrier's recent X-Men work, and it appears the series is an extension to his Nightcrawlers and Legion of X work. So I'm not going to read through all of this because I can't be bothered. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's leveraging on a good character? Because I love Nightcrawler, I like Spider-Man, so if anything, I do like the Nightcrawler ideas. So I guess we'll see what is going on with these. So we'll go to the next bit of news, and that is Robert Kirkman says writing one-off Renfield was a relief amid done-to-death cinematic universes. So Robert Kirkman was very relieved to write Nicolas Cage's Renfield as a standalone movie instead of the origin of a new cinematic universe. I like this says similar, like Marvel or DC. It's like, no, there's loads of other things that try and do the cinematic universe. Speaking of GameSpot, Kirkman made clear the film won't have a post-credit scene or include deliberate dangling plot threads intended to spawn spin-off films and TV shows. The cinematic universe has kind of been done to death now, where at the end of the movie they kind of give you a preview of the movie you wish you had been watching the whole time. Kirkman added that he does love the Marvel Cinematic Universe and other big film franchises, but it was cool to be able to do a movie that was self-contained. He compared Renfield somewhat ironically to Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. This premiered simply as Star Wars back in 1977, and while it did offer an endless universe with seemingly infinite directions to explore, it also told its own story from start to finish. So that is that. I'm not going to go into more of those sort of details, because what more do you need to know? It's Robert Kirkman saying stuff about franchises that's probably trying to get more clicks, more people to look at the screens, to do the movie that he's just sort of wrote. Might be wrong, but we'll see what we will see. So the next bit of news: Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has been officially delayed to February 2024. So Rocksteady has officially delayed Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League to February 2nd, 2024. Quite a few months from its previous May 26, 2023. The developer announced the news on Twitter today, writing in a statement, "We have made a tough but necessary decision to take the time needed to work on getting the game to the best quality experience for players. Thank you to our amazing community and continued support, blah 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 blah." So, what is going on with this game? What is going on? Will it take a year to take out the live function features of the game? Or is that too baked into the game and a year is not enough to rip that out of the game? I guess in like 6-7 months, when we hear more about this, we will find out more details about like how this has been going. Next bit of news: AEW Fight Forever developer says game isn't finished yet, despite AEW head's comments. I don't know what AEW is. It said officially licensed All Elite Wrestling, never heard of them. Developed by Ukes. Oh, they used to make good, decent-ish games. Never my sort of games, but they were quite good. And published by THQ Nordic. Oh, so that's the... So who publishes them now? Who published... Oh, it's 2K Games, isn't it? It used to be THQ who did the Ukes games. It's probably what I'm getting confused about. But THQ Nordic is a lot of the THQ stuff that was picked up by the Nordic team. They then changed them to THQ. It's supposed to be out this year, but a series of comments from the AEW leadership and the game's developers have left fans confused as to the actual development status. Confusion can be tracked back to February when AEW Wrestling Executive Vice President Kenny Omega, never heard of, said on the Swerve City podcast via WrestleZone that the game has been done, but was currently in limbo trying to get an ESRB rating finalised. This was then reiterated by AEW President Tony Khan during a media scrum following a pay-per-view event, AEW Revolution. I can't say the exact release date. He said there's a lot of things that can go in that go into that, and I don't want to step on anybody with that. It is coming very soon. The game is finished. All of this sounds pretty definitive, but THQ Nordic senior community manager Pierre Hollenbrough has recently taken to Twitch and Twitter to debunk this. On Twitter he wrote that AEW Fight Forever is doing very well, but it's not 100% yet, and called discussion that it was done just another rumour on Twitter. I don't know who any of these fighters are. That one looks kind of like... Is it Sting? Is it Sting? I don't know. Has it shown any of the screens? If that's the screens, it looks not too bad. I guess we'll have to see. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the games need another wrestling game, because the WWE games have just not been good enough over the last few years. But I guess we will wait to see what happens with that one. So the next bit of news: True Detective Night Country. Jodie Foster hunts a serial killer in Alaska in the first trailer. Move over Hannibal Lecter because Jodie Foster's ready to pursue a new serial killer. Wasn't the Hannibal sort of movies, whatever it was, wasn't that like 30 years ago now? I'm sure Jodie Foster's done other movies since then. Warner Bros. Discovery released the first trailer for True Detective Night Country on Wednesday at the unveiling event for Max, the new streaming service that combines content from HBO Max and Discovery Plus. Set in Ennis, Alaska, the drama series follows detectives Liz Danvers, sounds like some Marvel character, and Evangel Navarro as they investigate the disappearance of 8 men who operate the Arctic Research Station. In addition to Foster and Reyes, the 4th season stars Fiona Shaw, Finn Bennett, Isabella Starr LeBlanc, Aka Nivania, and I'm gonna skip. Some people call it Alaska to escape. Some people come to Alaska to escape, get away from something. Sometimes they come here looking for something. Foster says in the trailer. Sometimes they find it. I don't know. I didn't even know this was the fourth season. I knew there was 2 seasons, and I seen the first one. I've not seen any of the others. Is the other series any good? Are they worth watching? Should I watch the other series? I don't know. Jodie Foster, is she a good actress? I don't know. Do you say actress anymore? Is it all actor? I don't know. Anyway, we will move on. Next, Harry Potter TV series has been officially announced for Max. TV series based on Harry Potter books was officially announced today for Max, Warner Bros. Newly announced streaming platform. During the Warner Bros. Discovery streaming call today, it was revealed that the series will be a faithful adaptation of the novels. A new cast will be playing the characters, and the series has been given a massive 10-year commitment. It's worth noting, however, that 10 years doesn't necessarily mean 10 seasons, just that the series will play out over the course of a decade. J.K. Rowling will be serving as executive producer. Of course she will, she wants money. The series has been rumoured and reported for some time, but this marks Warner Bros.' first official confirmation of its existence. A release and production start date has yet to be revealed, but it's safe to say those should be in some way development with early. Yeah. What do you guys think? New Harry Potter? Do you reckon it'll look very similar to the Harry Potter we've seen with Daniel Radcliffe and the other characters, or do you reckon it'll be something a little bit changed, a little bit different? I don't know. I was never a big Harry Potter fan, even though this book was on every single night. But anyway, The Conjuring is getting a TV series at Warner Bros. Discovery's Max. The Conjuring's original director and producer are on board to executive produce the new series. Warner Bros. Discovery has greenlit a new streaming television series set in the Conjuring universe, which is headed to HBO's rebranded streaming service known as Max. The news was announced during Warner Bros. Discovery. I don't know. The Conjuring. Is that the one that had the nun in it? I don't know. I was never a massive fan of half these movies. They were just quite rubbish, in my opinion. But HBO, they have to get more things going, don't they? So, Deadpool 3, Stefan, oh my god, Kasipic and Morena Baccarin to return as Colossus and Vanessa. The MCU is bringing in some more Deadpool Illuminati? The old cast. According to Deadline, set to reprise their roles as Colossus and Vanessa, making the newest cast additions alongside previously announced the Karen Sony, and I have no idea who these are, returning as Dopinder and Blind Alley. Oh, it's the old woman, isn't it? I'm completely confused now. The casting of Kapicic in the film means that Colossus will officially be the third X-Men character to be featured in the MCU. The first time we saw an X-Men mutant was in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse Madness, where Patrick Stewart briefly returns as Professor X. Hugh Jackman, who we initially thought would never don the X-Men uniform again after his death in Logan, will be making his triumphant return as Wolverine in Deadpool 3. The Crown star Emma Corrin has previously been cast to play the movie's villain, and Matthew McFadden of Success and Fame will star in it. I don't know what that is. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Deadpool 3. I'm looking forward to it because Deadpool 1 and 2 were really fun. I love the idea of the movies, and I like the over-the-top stupidity of the movies. Tekken 8 director confirms crossplay and rollback netcode. Tekken 8's game director has confirmed that, notice I didn't even try and say the name, has confirmed that crossplay and rollback netcode will be supported by the upcoming fighting game. Talking to fans on Twitter, he explained that both features will be present and correct. Crossplay, of course I will, he said to one fan, while confirming to another that already installed rollback netcode and it already has what you want. In regards to crossplay, he said that he actually the feature around the launch of PS4 and Xbox generation, but that the platform holders had prevented it being implemented. When the previous generation console was released, I had already proposed crossplay between the two platforms. He said, however, at that time they were at odds with each other over their mutual interests and repeatedly refused. So, what do you guys think of the Tekken 8? I completely had a little brain fart then. Do you know when your brain just stops? It just completely stops working and you're like, I have no idea what the hell is going on. I am randomly just stood here thinking, I'm surely got to do something, but I don't know what. Do you think Tekken 8 will do good, or do you reckon it'll get obliterated by Street Fighter 6 that's coming out soon? We will see. We'll go through this week's top 40. So, number 40, Smash Bros. Ultimate, Luigi's Mansion 3, Stray, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Grand Theft Auto The Trilogy The Definitive Edition. Number 35 is Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, Just Dance 2023 Edition, Saints Row, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, The Callisto Protocol. Number 30, Mario Strikers Battle League Football, Splatoon 3, Cult of the Lamb, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Pokemon Scarlet. 25 is Sonic Frontiers, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, The Last of Us Part 1, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Number 20, Mario Party Superstars, The Last of Us Part 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, WWE 2K23, Pokemon Violet. Number 15, EA Sports PGA Tour. Has that come out? Has the EA PGA Tour come out? I didn't even realise. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, Nintendo Switch Sports. Number 10, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Number 9, Minecraft. Number 8, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Number 7, Gran Turismo 7. Number 6, God of War Ragnarok. Number 5, Super Mario Odyssey. Number 4, Hogwarts Legacy. Number 3, Resident Evil 4. Number 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Number 1, FIFA 23. And that is thanks to Games Press and the GFK Entertainment Software or Format charts. So thank you to them. And that, my friends, is the What Gaming Podcast, episode 347, with me, David. Please go to our website, whatgaming.co.uk. Please go to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/OUG. I had to think then. Well, I didn't think I had to read the script because my brain has just stopped. Go to our YouTube channel and go to store for all these lovely t-shirts. Game Sped music is available now. Stream it, buy it. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. We have the audiobooks on tape.com. No. We have our first 100 podcasts available from audiobooksontape.com. Just go there, search One Up Gaming, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. We're on Facebook, so please subscribe to us and follow us on Facebook. We're on YouTube, so just subscribe to us on YouTube. Bell us, link us, like us, share us, everything like that. And if you want to watch us on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/OUGofficial. If you want to tweet us, it's at OUGofficial, and please follow us on Twitter. And if you have any questions, just email us at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. So thank you all. It's been me, David, One Up Gaming, episode 347, One Up Gaming Podcast. Goodbye.